Welcome to Character Study, where we take a look at the life and times of a character from the Metal Gear saga. This time, Solidus Snake. George Sears, better known by his codename Solidus Snake, was born in 1972 as part of the Les Enfants Terribles project, which also birthed his older twin brothers Solid and Liquid. Unlike Solid and Liquid, Solidus was created as the perfect clone to their father, Big Boss. When he was a teenager, he fought in the Liberian Civil War, and while doing so, he killed the parents of a young boy which he named Jack. This boy would grow up to be Raiden. Solidus adopted Jack as his godson and turned him into a child soldier with the use of gunpowder in food to act as a hallucinogen, and by showing Hollywood action films as a type of image training. By 1993, Solidus had turned Jack into a formidable soldier, one who had such a high kill record he was given the nicknames of White Devil and Jack the Ripper. He was even the platoon leader of the Small Boy unit. When the war ended in 1997, Jack disappeared from the relief centre and Solidus lost all contact with him. In early 2001, Solidus became the 43rd President of the United States at the behest of the Patriots. During his first term in office, he was credited for the creation of Dead Cell, an elite group that would carry out assaults on Allied bases to provide anti-terrorist training for the Navy SEALs and Marine Corps. At the start of his second term, in February 2005, he was credited on his work with Russia to sign the START III treaty to reduce both countries' nuclear arsenal. However, during this time, on February the 28th, the Shadow Moses incident threatened to undermine these discussions. In truth, Solidus had sent his supposed ally, Revolver Ocelot, in to provoke Liquid Snake into starting the uprising there in order to obtain the Metal Gear Rex test data. Ocelot was successful in this mission, but this displeased the Patriots so much they ousted Solidus from the presidency. The public was told he resigned from his position. However, Solidus was driven into hiding, fearing backlash from the Patriots. While in hiding, Solidus arranged for Ocelot to have Liquid's right arm be grafted onto him to replace the hand Grey Fox had cut off of Ocelot during the Shadow Moses incident. He would also gain control of the Dead Cell unit after their leader Colonel Jackson died in prison, and he also aligned himself with Sergei Galukovich and his forces. During the event of the tanker incident in 2007, Solidus was still in hiding and wasn't responsible for anyone's actions. It was at this time that Ocelot seized control of the Metal Gear Ray prototype that was being made by the Marine Corps. On April 29, 2009, Solidus led Dead Cell and Galukovich's forces, now run by Sergei's daughter Olga, and took over the offshore cleanup facility, the Big Shell. On this day, there was a sponsored tour for, among others, James Johnson, the president that replaced Solidus, and supposed DIA operative Richard Ames. They were taken as hostages and held in the Shell 1 core. When SEAL Team 10 attempted to rescue the president and the other hostages, Solidus shot down their helicopters with a Harrier. He later used this same Harrier to attempt to shoot down Solid Snake and Otacon's Kasatka helicopter by the Shell 1-2 connecting bridge, but Raiden was able to shoot the Harrier out of the sky. Although the Harrier was safely caught by a Metal Gear Ray unit, Solidus lost his left eye in the fight and had to then wear an eye patch. This, along with his accelerated aging, made him look like the spitting image of Big Boss. While Raiden was making his way to President Johnson, Solidus used Ocelot to suggest that Dead Cell steal Arsenal gear from Solidus, as they will have use of the purified hydrogen bomb even if the President's vital signs were not reconfirmed, and Arsenal's main nuclear weaponry was then unusable. This was so that Dead Cell would draw the Patriots' attention while he found and eliminated the Patriots' Wiseman's Committee. Once Emma Emmerich's virus had been uploaded into GW and Snake betrayed Raiden, Olga took him captive and placed him in a torture chamber within Arsenal gear. Here, Solidus revealed to Raiden their shared past. Raiden manages to break out and Solidus sets some mass-produced ray units on him. After the fight, Olga enters to save Raiden in order to protect her child. Here, Solidus berates her for selling out her troops to him and then shoots her dead, assuming the ray units will then finish off Raiden. But because of Emma's virus, the ray units malfunction, and Solidus is forced to deal with them himself with the same P90 gun he used to kill Olga. After this fight, and after Fortune has captured Snake, they, along with Ocelot and a captured Raiden, are all aboard the deck of the Arsenal gear en route towards Manhattan. Here, Ocelot explained his true intentions as an agent for the Patriots and killed Fortune. He is then possessed by Liquid Snake. Liquid Snake, manning a ray unit, fought off Snake, leaving Solidus and Raiden atop Arsenal gear. It then crashed into Manhattan, throwing them onto the roof of Federal Hall. Here, Solidus revealed that it was he that killed Raiden's parents, and he intends on killing Raiden too so that he can use Raiden's nanomachines to learn the location of the Patriots' Wiseman's Committee. His desire to rid the world of the Patriots and stop them secretly ruling over America from the shadows was so that he could be remembered by history as the man that freed America from their rule and control. This was to be his mark of existence, as he was unable to reproduce and will be unable to pass his genes on to future generations. Raiden fought with Solidus in order to protect himself and also Olga's child. Ultimately, Raiden wins this fight by severing Solidus's spine, causing him to stumble and fall from the top of Federal Hall to the streets below. He collapses at the foot of the George Washington statue, still alive but brain dead. After some time, Eva received Solidus's body from Raiden in exchange for Sunny, Olga's child's, location. Eva used it along with parts of Liquid's body to reconstruct the body of Big Boss. Now Solidus was kept alive as a biomort, just a head and a torso, and Eva used this as a decoy to protect the body of the real Big Boss. In 2014, Liquid Ocelot learned of the location of Eva's Paradise Lost group's hideout in Eastern Europe and sent troops to obtain what he believes to be Big Boss's body. With the help of Snake and Eva, Paradise Lost managed to transport Solidus's body to the Volta River. But here, after a brief fight between Snake and Ocelot, Vamp threw Solidus's body into a fire and Solidus finally died, aged 42. And here ends the story of Solidus Snake. Thanks very much for watching. Join us again soon for another character study.